Hi, my name is Jacob Scholl. Have you ever said something and a person starts to act a weird way? You may ask what is wrong, but they say nothing, or they may be acting strangely. If this is the case, this may be because you have emotionally affected them in some way. You may have said something or done something that hurt or harmed their emotions, but they are too scared to tell you that. If this ever happened to you, you may have noticed a change in their body language. You may ask, how can I read a person's body language? Well, body language can be hard to read at first, but it gets easier once you understand how to read it. Every person has body language. It can show how they truly feel in a situation. It is critical to understand body language and how to properly read it. By the end of this speech, you will properly understand what body language is and how it can show a person's emotions, as well as understand how to read a person's body language. Throughout my life, I have found it pretty easy to read body language. I have never had any issues with this, and I usually know when someone is upset or weirded out. It has come naturally to me, and I have gotten better and better at being able to read it as the years have gone by. Every person has body language, and this can show how they truly feel in a situation. They may show good body language, and they may show bad. It is critical to understand body language and how to properly read it. In order to read it, you first have to understand what body language is. What is body language, you may ask? Body language is communication that can be described as unconscious gestures that can be physically noticed and can show a person's true feelings or emotion on a topic. This was stated in an article written by Mind Tools. There are several ways to tell a person's body language. They may be looking away from you, they may stop talking, they may act mad and frustrated, flustered, or they may stop talking to you entirely. These are all signs that a person has negative body language. Now that you understand what body language is, you have to learn how to identify it. It may take some time to learn how to identify body language, but it can be very easy once you understand how. There are a few keys that you need to go over first. These keys can be used to help you understand how to identify it. The first one is to look at their eyes. If a person is dodging you, this can mean that they are upset with you. Read the room. If you are talking about a topic that is different than the mood of the room, then the person may be weirded out. Observe their head movement. If they are looking away from you, or they are trying to avoid conversation, this may mean that they do not want to talk to you. Look at their shoulders. If they are relaxed, they may feel comfortable, but if they are tense, they may feel anxious, nervous, or scared. Another way is to look at their hand movements. If they are fidgeting, they may feel annoyed. If they are mirroring you, they may feel intrigued in the conversation. Look at their posture. Poor posture means they may feel negatively about something or maybe not wanting to talk to you. Good posture can mean good emotions. And finally, if their heads are nodding, this is a good thing because they are invested in what you have to say and they will have good body language. All of these ways were listed in articles written by Fremont University in Inc. 2017. Now that we have understood what body language is and how to identify it, I will now show you how to have good positive body language. You need to have a good body language because it shows that you have interest in something and the person you are talking to. Without good body language, you will show that you do not care for what they have to say. There are several keys to having good body language. The first is having good posture. If you have good posture, this can show that you have good emotions and a positive attitude. Make eye contact with them. This shows that you are invested in what the person is saying and they have your full interest. Do not look away. If you look away, it shows you are uninterested and do not care. Show interest. By showing interest, you show that you are listening and not annoyed or irritated by the conversation. Finally, do not fidget. By fidgeting, it shows a lack of care or interest. All of these reasons are important because it shows that you care what a person has to say and are interested in what they are saying. All of these reasons were stated in an article written by Barry Mindwell in 2023. Now you fully understand all aspects of body language. Let's review. Body language is as important as the words you are saying in a conversation. It is important not to misinterpret body language for good or for bad. You may think that a person has bad body language, but they may have good instead. It is important to understand how you are causing body language. By looking for noticeable signs, this can affect the outcome of the conversation. Finally, it is important to show good body language. By showing good body language, you will overall have a better mindset and show interest and care. Now that you know all of these things, it may be easier to read a person's body language. Go out and give it a try.